Hello everyone, this is Dr. Neeraj Khairwal and I'm working as a head of R&D at L1X. Today we are going to see how we can work on the L1X profile card contracts. So as a part of this profile card contracts, we'll be required to actually have the smart contracts related to the functionalities listed here. So the very first one that we have is name service. So in the previous video, we have already seen how a name service contract works. Next comes is name NFT. So for this name service, we will be creating a name NFT. Similarly, for the digital identity for gaming or social media or virtual identities, we'll be creating a Provatar NFT. Now, once this name NFT and Provatar NFTs are created, then this can be added to a profile card. Similarly, data storage smart contract can be used to store any data related to the profile. So, a Provatar as such. So, we are going to use all these functionalities to check how profile card contract would work. So as a part of the prerequisites, we need to set up the environment. So if you are new to it, you can refer our previous video how to set up the environment. Next, we'll be having three users, Super, Eva and Emma, and they need to have their own wallets with some faucets in it. Next is Super is deploying and initializing all the contracts except profile card contract. So this profile card contract is deployed and initialized by Eva. So the reason being the scenario that we would be considering. So we'll be coming on to the scenario once we are done with the installation process. So during installation, we need to take care of these two things. So now let us start with the installation process. So as a part of this, we'll make a directory with the name profile contacts and then move on to it. Yes. We will start with types dependency where we are creating the L1X cargo project with this command. This is done. We'll open it in code so that we have better visibility as well as we are able to access it easily. So this is done. Okay, so you need to notice that here apart from the lib.rs file, we have this data storage interface, name service interface and NFT interface which we need to add it onto types and get the cargo terminal file as well. So let us start with types. And this is the lib.rs file that we have. We'll copy it here. Go to the types, source, lib.rs, add it onto here. Go to cargo terminal, replace the existing cargo terminal. This is copied, put it here. Apart from that, as we know, in this source lib.rs, we need to add other files. First one is data storage interface. .rs file. This is the data storage interface. We'll copy it, add it here. Similarly, we'll add name service interface .rs. Go to the file, copy it, add it here. Next file that we have is NFT interface .rs. right? Yes. So we'll go to this NFT interface.rs, copy it from here, add it onto here. So this is done. We have all the 4 files along with cargo terminal updated. Yes. So this is done. We go back to the README. Next step is name service installation. We'll create the cargo L1X project with name service. This is done. We can go here to the name service lib.rs. As we know, we need to replace it by default, right? So I'll go to name service lib.rs, copy it here and paste it in the code. Similarly for cargo.terminal, I'll copy it from here, add on to here. So this name service part is done. Yes. We'll go to README. So we are done with this process. At this stage, we will build the name service contract. I'll traverse to the folder and do cargo L1X build. So once the contract is compiled, we will be getting a name service object file. Next step is to go for the deployment of the name service contract. So as we know and we have seen in the previous videos, to deploy any smart contract, we need to have a wallet with some faucets. So in case you don't know how to create a new wallet and get some test faucets, you can refer to our video build your first smart contract on L1X VM, where we have explained this process in detail with commands. So now in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to import a wallet that is already existing with some faucets in it. So the contract has got compiled. We have got the object file. Now I will use the first ensure that our node version is 18 and then use the command L1X CLI beta wallet import and paste the private key here. So this is my private key for super. So this is done. Now I will simply copy this command for deployment and put it here and deploy the name service smart contract. Once the contract is deployed, next step is to initialize the name service contract. So as we notice, we are not required to pass any arguments to it. We'll copy this initialization command, add it here, and as we know, we are required to put this actual deployed contact address in the command by replacing this variable name service deploy contact address. So once the contact gets initialized, we'll move on to the next one. So the contact has got initialized. One thing that we are required to do is we will be saving this initialized contact address because we will be using them in the future commands. So I've just made this sheet to save these details. So this is name service initialized contact address. Now we will move on to name NFT installation. So the process is same. We will create one L1X cargo project for name NFT. So I'll come out of this, back to profile contacts, create name NFT. So this is done. I can go to code, check it here. We have source lib.rs. This is the default file. So we will replace it with the one we have. And if you notice, we have source lib.rs and cargo toml. Only two files to be in place. I'll go to lib.rs and copy this code, add it here. Similarly for cargo.toml, I'll delete the existing one and add the one in the GitHub repo. This is copied. I'll add it here. So name NFT, this is done. Okay. Coming back to the README. At this point, we are done with this process of pasting the files. At this stage, we will build the name NFT contract. So we'll move on to it and do cargo L1X build. So we'll be getting a object file created through this command, name NFT underscore O, and then we can go for name NFT contract deployment. So for name NFT contract deployment, as we know, we will need some wallet. So in the previous case, we have seen how we can import an existing wallet through command. Now let me show you through code how we can do it. So in this case, what I'll do is, your name service already has a wallet store. I'll simply copy this wallet store, move on to name NFT and add it here. So if you notice, this wallet store has been created in name NFT as well. It has your super users detail, and since it's the only one, it is by default your account used for the commands in name NFT. So this is done. And now I'll do what? I'll copy this command for deployment and then deploy the contract. So once the contract is deployed, next step is initialize the name NFT contract. So while initializing the name NFT contract, we need to provide the name service initialized contract address and the metadata, name service, decimals and the symbol. So let us get this command, put it here, and as the practice that we are following, we will first start with replacing the name NFT deployed contract address. This is the one, and we'll replace it with the deployed NFT contract address. Copy it, paste it here. So this is done. Next step is, the first argument that we have is name service address. So here we will be replacing it with the name service contact address. This is the one. I'll copy it and replace this one. This is done. Next comes name of your name service NFT. So say I am giving the name as L1X. This super.L1X. Okay, and then we have decimals as 0 and the name service NFT symbol. So symbol, say I select to give L1X S super L1S. Okay, so this is done. Now once the contact is initialized, let us confirm the name contact initialization. So for this purpose, I'll copy this command. This is a simple command where we are trying to read the NFT name. So if your contact has got initialized successfully, we'll be getting the NFT name. In case there has been any issue in passing the arguments incorrectly, then in that case the contact would not have got initialized and then this command won't run. So let us try to confirm it. We will be required to give this initialized contact address in the command for the name NFT. Yes, let us see. Okay, so we are able to get the name NFT super.l1x, which means your name NFT has got initialized successfully. This is a better practice because we might move ahead and then commands might not run. Okay, so we are pasting the name NFT here. Next, we'll move on to the Provatar NFT. So let us start with Provatar NFT installation. I'll copy this command to create the cargo project. Come out of it first. Name NFT. Create the Provatar NFT. This is done. Now I can go to my code. Provatar NFT. This is the one. I'll go to source lib.rs. As we know, we will be replacing this default smart contract with the one that we have in lib.rs and the cargo terminal file. I'm going to Provatar NFT. Copying this lib.rs code. This is done. Copy it here. Similarly, replace the cargo terminal file. Copy it. Add it here. So this is done. And as we know, we will need the wallet for the deployment, right? So since we are using the same user, that is super, let us copy this wallet store here. So this is also done, right? For deployment, we would need it, isn't it? So this is done. Okay. At this stage, we are done with this process. Now we will build the Provatar NFT contract. So we will traverse to the folder and then cargo L1X build. The object file Provatar NFT.o would be created, and next we can go for contract deployment. Since we have now already got the wallet store in the Provatar NFT, I'll simply copy this command for the deployment process and add the command here to deploy. So once the contract is deployed, now we will initialize the Provatar NFT contract. So if we notice, as a part of the arguments, we are required to give metadata, which consists of name, decimals, symbol, and icon. So this icon is an optional argument as such. We can skip on it. So the contract has got deployed. We will start with the deployed contact address, adding it on to the command. This is done. Next we come on to the Provatar NFT name. So say I give this name as super underscore Provatar dot L1X. Okay, symbol, our previous symbol was L1X, S less this B followed by P, super Provatar we can simply say. And this, since this icon argument is optional, I'm just skipping on to it. So what I can do is either I can pass null or I'm just removing it from the list as of now. So let us try to initialize the Provatar NFT smart contract. So to confirm that the Provatar NFT contract has got initialized successfully, let us try to run this command NFT name to fetch the name of the NFT, Provatar NFT. So this will just validate that our smart contract has got initialized successfully. So I'll copy this initialized contact address and add it onto the command. Let us run it. So yes, we are able to get the super Provatar.L1X, the name of our Provatar NFT, which means this Provatar NFT contact has got initialized successfully. And let us save details of this Provatar NFT, as we know that we would need it for the commands to run. So at this stage, we are done with the types, name service, name NFT and the Provatar NFT. Now we are coming to profile card installation. So as we had seen during the prerequisites, we need to deploy and initialize this contract using Ava's wallet. Okay, so that is one thing that we need to be careful during the step. So let us start with this profile card part. I'll create this cargo project. So let us come out of this, let us come out of this Provatar NFT. I'll create the profile card. This is done. We'll go to the code. So this is the profile card that we have. We'll go to the lib.rs. Replace the lib.rs with the file that we have. So as we note, we have this lib.rs and cargo terminal to be replaced. So I'll go to profile card, source folder, lib.rs file, and then copy, add it here, go to cargo terminal, replace the default cargo terminal that we have with the one we have in the GitHub repo, copy it, add on to it. So this is done. Okay, so we'll come back to the readme file. So now we are done with the basic first step. Next step is to build the profile card contract, where I'll be doing cargo L1X build. Same commands, right? So I guess by now you might have got used to how we are doing it. Commands are same, it's just that we need to be careful during initialization to pass the arguments which are specific to that smart contract. So we'll do cargo L1X build. So as we know, the profile card object file would be created. So as of now, what do I want to do? I want to deploy the profile card contract. As we know, we will need a wallet with some faucets, and specifically we need Ava's wallet. The reason being, now Ava is trying to create a profile card of her own. Okay, so let us use the command prompt with the private key to import it. So the contract has got compiled. I'll ensure that I'm using the node version 18, and then we'll use the command L1X CLI beta import wallet, and as I've copied, I'm adding the private key of Eva. Okay, so it says this wallet is not found. Let us just check. Sorry, it has been my mistake. The command is wallet import. I'm really sorry. Okay, so we are able to successfully import the wallet of Eva, and now we can copy the command to deploy profile card contract. So to deploy profile card contract, I'll copy this command, run it. Once the profile card contract is deployed, we will now initialize the profile card contract. So let us see the arguments that we need to pass. Okay, so as a part of this profile card, I need to pass the name of the profile card and the description of the profile card. So let us copy this command. We'll add the command here. First of all, we will be replacing this variable for the profile card deploy contact address. We'll copy it, add it here, and the name of the profile card I would like to give. Okay, by mistake I have deleted double quotes, so we need to ensure that we are passing the arguments in double quotes if it is a string as such. So say I am giving the name is super L1X as my profile card name, and description I'll say super profile card. Okay, so let us initialize this smart contract. So after initialization, we will confirm the profile card initialization. So as a part of this, we have this method metadata, which can give us the arguments related to, which can give us the details related to this profile card. So we'll copy this command, add it here, replace the initialized contract address with the actual one, and see whether our smart contract for profile card has got initialized. Okay, so one thing that we have just done is I have given the name of the profile card as super, but it is Eva's card as such. So the name is super L1X, description is super profile card. So this is the profile card contract that has got initialized successfully. Now next step is data storage installation. So this data storage is actually related to Provatar, so that if you want to add some data related to it, you can do it through this smart contract. So we'll copy this, come out of profile card, create the data storage package. So this is the data storage. This is lib.rs file that we have. We need to get the lib.rs and cargo.toml files. So I'll copy this file, add it here. Similarly for cargo.toml, we will replace the default with the one that we have specific to our smart contract. Add it onto here. This is done. Coming back to the readme. So in data storage, we are done with this step. Now we'll build the data storage contract. I'll copy this. Go to the folder. Do cargo L1X build, as a part of which we will get data storage object file. So now we will be deploying the data storage contract. For this, as you know, we need to import wallet. So we will be getting the wallet of Super for this. So we have this wallet store here. I'll simply copy this, add on to the data storage wallet store. Okay, so we have the details here. Next, what I want to do is I want to compile it. Sorry, deploy it. I'll deploy the smart contract. Once that smart contract is deployed, now we will initialize the data storage content. So we require to provide these details for the public key and the content, and as you notice, we need to pass actually these arguments in base 64 format. So for initialization of this data storage contract address, the arguments that you need to pass are name, description, the public key, and the content. So here we will get the base 64 format of the super public key. So what is the public key of super? This is the public key. We replace this variable with the actual public key. So this is the base 64 format that you get, which will be required to use in the command for initialization. For the simplicity purpose, I'll save it. By the way, we were required to store the profile card initialization address as well. Let us see how we can get it. So since we had run the command prior to this, okay, this is the one that we had run for getting the metadata of the profile card. So let us copy this and keep it. This is very much required, our profile card initialized address, right? So this is my base 64 for super public key, right? Next, I have to get the base 64 for the content that we would need to pass. So this content can be anything that you want to actually store. So at this place we will simply put save super sub content, get the base 64 for it. This is the one. This is base 64 for content. Now this is done. Now I'll copy this command for the initialization and then replace the variables here. So first let us start with the deployed contact address for the data storage. Data name that we would like to give. I'll give the name as super data. Data description. Demo data. Okay. The base 64 pop key of super. So this we have just now retrieved it. Anyways, it is here as well. So I'll copy it from here. That makes my process easy. And then I will put the base 64 content for the content variable and try to initialize my smart contract for data storage. So once it is done, let us confirm the data storage contact initialization. In this case, I am checking who is the owner of this data as such. Okay, sorry, we need to replace the initialized contact address, right? I am copying it here and see we get the wallet address of super. So if you notice, wallet address of super is starting with 0x722 ending with 8EE. So you notice it is the same wallet address starting with 722 ending with 8EE. So means data has been stored successfully. So we are getting the super wallet address at this stage. So at this stage we are done with the installation process. Next step is that we move on to the usage of this profile card contracts. But as we know the process, let us first store the initialized contact address for the data storage. We would need that in future as well, right? So I'll store the data storage initialized contact address. This is the one, right? So next we'll move on to the usage. So simple scenario that we are considering for the usage is EVA means the name NFT with the name eva.l1x. EVA means Provatar NFT, and then EVA creates profile card with the minted NFTs. EVA transfers the name NFT that is attached to the profile card to the EMA, and then along with the profile card, Provatar NFT is also transferred automatically. So this is the scenario that we are going to work on. So simple. First name NFT is minted, then Provatar NFT is minted. After that profile card is created with these minted NFTs, which means name NFT and Provatar NFT. and after that this name NFT is transferred to Emma. So as a part of this, Provatar NFT is getting also transferred. So let us start with the flow. So the very first step that we have is mint name NFT. So as we notice, Eva is minting the name NFT. So in this case, we will be required to import Eva's wallet and use Eva's wallet address everywhere where Eva is involved. So if you notice, somewhere we are running this name NFT, somewhere we are going to go for name service NFT as well, at some place for Provatar NFT. So we need to make sure that we are using Eva's wallet everywhere. So like, since all of these commands are actually run by Eva, right? So what I would do for the time being, for the ease of simplicity, is to all the wallet stores I would add Eva's wallet details and then make Eva as the default wallet. Okay, so where do we have this Eva's wallet? If you remember, we had created profile card with Eva's wallet, right? So yes, this is the one. So what I would do is I'll simply copy this, right, and then add it on wherever we would need it. So starting with the name NFT, I'll add a comma and add this wallet. Make Eva's wallet as the default one, right? So now this is done. I'll simply copy it. Name NFT is done. We go to name service. Just replace it with this one. Simple, right? Name service is done. Profile card we already have Eva. Provatar NFT. I'll go to the wallet store. Just update it. Okay. So this is done, right? Let's start with the first step. Mint name NFT, where Eva mints the name NFT Eva.L1X. We are using the method NFT mint2, where we are giving 2 as Eva's wallet address and the name, that is Eva.L1X is the name that we want to mint. So we'll copy this command. I've cleared the screen for this command prompt. I'll go to my name NFT folder. Yes, and let us try to run the commands from here. So as a part of this, as we know, we are required to replace these arguments, and we always start with the initialized contact address first so that we don't miss on it. So this is my name NFT initialized contact address, copying it here. Next comes this Eva's wallet address. Let us copy it from here. So this is Eva's wallet address. I've copied it. We need to put it here in the to address. Next comes name that we want to register. So as we have seen in this case, we are registering the name Eva.L1X, and let us try to call this method NFT mint2. So this is a state changing function call, right? So once this is done, after this we will get the ID of the minted NFT, which we will need in further calls as such. So we will be calling this method NFT owned tokens, which gives us complete details of the NFT which is owned by the owner, that is the wallet address we provide here. So let us copy this command, add it here. We have to first get the, okay, so we have the wallet address. So let me copy it first here, and then we'll replace the initialized contact address as well. So name NFT, this is the one. I'll copy it again and replace it here in the command. So this command will give me the details of the NFTs owned by the user Eva. Okay, so as we see, we are actually getting this NFT ID. So one is the NFT ID that we have, which we will use in the command. So we need to save this name NFT ID as it is used in the later commands. So since it is one, we can just keep it in mind as such, right? But not to get jumbled up, I'll just add it here. So this is the one, right? Now we come to step 2, check name information. So since our name NFT was linked with the name service, let us see whether we are able to see the details of the name. So as a part of the first step, we are checking the resolver for the registered name. So who should be the resolver? NFT owner, that is Eva, should be the resolver for this. We'll be giving the registered root name as the argument, and we are using resolve name method from name service contact address. So we need to be very careful which initialized contact address we are putting, because this method should be existing in this smart contract. Only then the command would work correctly. So first of all, I'll copy the name service initialized contact address, replace it in the command, paste it here, and then give the registered root name. So as we know, the registered root name is eva.l1x. So if you notice in the response, we are able to get the Eva's wallet address. It is starting with 4040, ending with 64. So let us just cross check. We'll go to the wallets thing. Yes, this one is starting with 40 and ending with 64. So yes, it is correctly giving us Eva's wallet address as the resolver for this. So next comes is Eva checks the owner of the registered name. So owner name should be name NFT initialized contact address. So did you notice one thing? Previously in the name service contract, when we had the previous video, we were getting the owner generally as the wallet address as such, in the sense Eva's wallet address. But since we are using this name NFT service as such, we will be getting the owner of the root name as the name NFT initialized contact address. So let us try to run this, and this is actually part of name service. What I want to do, if you notice in the previous command, it's same as the previous command, only thing is the method name has changed, right? Instead of resolve name, it is owner of. So what I'll do, instead of copying this command and replacing the parameters, I'll simply change the method name here, right? So this is a better approach, I guess. So instead of resolve name, what is my method name? Owner of. So let us see if this works. So if you notice, we have got this response starting with 052, ending with 017. So let us see this 052 ending with 017. So yes, This is the name NFT initialized contact address, which is acting as the owner of this name NFT eva.l1x. So this is correct. Now we move on to mint Provatar NFT, where eva mints the Provatar NFT. Now in this case, if you notice, we need to pass some arguments. The first one is which is eva's wallet address. Second one is CID. This CID stands for content ID that the user wants to pass, and the initialized contact address of the data storage as such, right? So in this case, what we are going to do is we'll have to replace these details correctly. I'll copy it first, put it here. Okay, so I guess the command is getting executed. So I'll try to copy it without any space. I guess this space is just creating a problem. Okay, so this is done. Now I'll replace all the variables one by one. We are starting with the Provatar NFT initialized contact address. So let us get the Provatar NFT initialized contact address. This is the one. I'll paste it here. We are using the method NFT mint 2. We need to provide eva's wallet address to the first parameter 2. So eva's wallet address is with us here. I'll copy this. And we need to give the data storage initialized contact address here in the CID, which stands for content ID. So at this moment, I am giving this data storage initialized contact address. And let us try to call this method NFT mint 2. So once this is done, we'll get the ID of the minted Provatar NFT. This will do two things. First thing, it will confirm that NFT has been minted successfully, and second is we'll be able to get the ID of the Provatar NFT. So let us copy this command. I'll add it here. We will quickly replace the variables that we have. That is, the first one is our Provatar NFT initialized contact address. So this is the one. Sorry, this is the one. And next one is the eva's wallet address. So let us see if this works. Yes, it has worked, and it is giving me the NFT ID, Provatar NFT ID as 1. So we will make a note of this as well. This was NFT ID, name NFT ID. This one is Provatar NFT ID, which is again 1, right? Maybe this is the first one that we have created using this wallet. So it is 1. So this is done. Now we come to step 4, which is to add name NFT and Provatar NFT to the profile card. So for this purpose, let us follow the instructions. Eva adds the minted name NFT and Provatar NFT to profile. But before adding, Eva needs to approve spender in the NFTs. So who is the spender in the NFTs? Your profile card initialized contact address would actually serve as the spender in this NFTs, both name NFT and Provatar NFT. So the first step that we have inside this is Eva approves spender in Provatar NFT. So if you notice, first of all, we are passing the Provatar NFT contact address, and spender is your profile card initialized contact address, and ID is the Provatar NFT ID which we just now retrieved. So let us be careful while executing this command. I'll copy it, paste it here. Okay. Again, I guess there seems to be a space issue because of which the command is running instead of like giving us a chance to edit it. So the first one that we have is Provatar NFT initialized contact address. Provatar NFT initialized contact address, because we are making a call to this smart contract method actually to approve the spender. So the method name is NFT approve. Whom we are approving? We are approving the spender as the profile card initialized contact address. Let us get that. So this is my profile card initialized contact address. And what is my Provatar NFT ID? So as we know, it's a simple one. Let us try to run it. After which Eva approves the spender in the name NFT. So again for this we have spender and ID of the name NFT ID, and we are calling the function NFT approve of name NFT initialized contact address. So let us run this command. So here again we are replacing the name NFT initialized contact address. Again spender we need to replace it with the profile card initialized contact address, which is this one. We'll add it here, and next comes the name NFT ID, which is 1 again, right? And let us try to approve the spender for this name NFT. Now once this is done, Eva will add the name NFT and Provatar NFT to the profile card. So for this purpose, the method that we are calling is add name from the profile card contract, and we are passing what all details? Name NFT, where we are passing address and ID. Okay. And we are passing Provatar NFT, where we are passing Provatar initialize contact address and ID. Okay, so we need to be very careful as well while running this command as well, right? So I'll simply copy it here, and let us try to replace the required variables arguments one by one, starting with what? Profile card initialized contact address. So let us first copy it. Yes, so this is my profile card initialized contact address. I'll replace it here. We are using the function add name. So name NFT, this is okay. Address. Now this is name NFT initialized contact address. First let me copy name NFT initialized contact address. I'm copying this, and I'll just put it here at the correct place. Add it here. name NFT ID we know it is 1, right? Next comes Provatar NFT, and we are required to provide Provatar NFT contact address here. We'll copy it from here. Provatar NFT initialized contact address and put it here. Now again Provatar NFT ID is 1, right? So I'll simply put it here and we'll try to run this command to add the name. So once this is done, we are done with step 4 now. Now we move on to step 5 to check the name information. So what would this step 5 confirm? That the details that we have updated are these reflecting here. So first step we do is ever checks resolver for the registered name. So response should be NFT owner address, that is profile card init contract address. So if you notice previously who was the resolver? So in this case we were getting Ava's wallet address as the NFT owner, but now we would be getting the profile card initialized contact address as the NFT owner, right? So let us try to run this command. So which would actually indirectly ensure that the commands that we have run to add name NFT, to add the Provatar NFT, and to add these two NFTs to the profile card have worked successfully. So let us start with replacing the name service init contact address. So name service is this one. I'll copy it and replace the name service init contact address and try to resolve the name for eva.l1x, right? That is the registered root name that we have. So yes, we are able to get the resolver name. If you notice, it is starting with 373, ending with D28. So let us see what it is representing. Starting with 373 and ending with D28. So this is nothing but our profile card initialized contact address, which means the Provatar NFT and name NFT have got successfully added onto the profile card. So this is good. Next is Eva checks the registered name. So as we had done previously, since the initialized contact address is of name service and the argument as well is same, we will simply change the method name to run this command quickly. And we'll see who is the owner of this. So we get the owner as 052, starting with 052 and ending with 017. So which is nothing but our name NFT initialized contact address. So is this the one that we were expecting? Yes, we were expecting name NFT initialized contact address. So this is correct. Now next is Eva checks name in the profile card. So registered root name, name NFT and Provatar NFT details should get reflected as a response. So what are we required to give here is the initialized contact address. We are using the method list names and we don't have any as such arguments to be passed for this. So I'll just add the command here. Okay, seems that it has not got copied. Let us try it again. Okay. So now I'm required to give the profile card initialized contact address. Profile card initialized contact address. We'll copy it, add it here, and try to list the names. So notice the response that we have received. This is the one, right? We have received name L1X, comma means next series stars name NFT, inside which we have the address of the initialized name contact address and the ID Provatar NFT address of the Provatar initialized contact address and the ID of the Provatar. So this means that in profile card we have both like all the details name as such along with the name NFT and the Provatar NFT. So this has worked. Now we come to step 6, transfer name. So here Eva is transferring the added name to Emma. So what is the name that we have? Eva.L1X. So this is transferred to Emma. So we are using the method transfer name from the smart contract profile card, right? As a part of this, we are required to give the registered root name and Emma's wallet address. So let us try this one. I'll simply clear the screen for just ease of use. Copy this command here. As we usually do, we will start with updating the profile card initialized address. So for this, first I will copy this profile card initialized contact address, put it here. Transfer name is the method that we use. Registered root name that we want to transfer, so that is Eva.L1X, right? And we need to put Emma's wallet address here. So we need to get the Emma's wallet address. So this is Emma's wallet address. I'll copy it and add on to this place. This is done. Now let us try to run it to transfer. So once this is done, we'll come on to the check name information just to ensure that the name has got successfully transferred to Emma and what implications does it have. So this is done. Now we will start with 7th step. Eva checks resolver for the registered name. Now Emma should be the resolver of this root name. So as you notice, we'll be using name service init contact address and this command. So we had run this command just few steps back. So let us try to get it from here itself, right? I'll just move the icon up. So it was to view what? Resolve name, right? Eva.L1X. This is correct, isn't it? My command is contact view name resolve name method with the name. So this is the one. Excuse me. So I am able to get the response as starting with 213 ending with 7E6. So this should be Emma's wallet address starting with 213 ending with 7E6. So this is correct, the expected response. Next, we want to run this owner of command to check the owner. So if you notice, we are getting the address starting with 052 ending with 017. So this is nothing but our initialized name NFT smart contact address. So is this the one that we were expecting? Yes, this is the one. So we are done till this step, which is working fine. Next is Eva checks name NFT owner and Emma's wallet address should appear. So if I check with the name NFT ID, then also I should be getting the Emma's wallet address. But in this case, we are using the method NFT owner of, and we are using name NFT smart contact for this. So I'll copy this command. I'll just copy this command and put it here. So we need name NFT initialized contact address. Name NFT, yes, this is the one. I'll copy it. And our name NFT ID is number 1, right? So let us run it. So I'm getting the response starting with 213 ending with 7E6. So as we see, it is nothing but Eva's wallet address. So this is correct detail that owner of the name NFT is Emma, right? Next comes to check the Provatar NFT owner. Okay, so in this case, we'll be calling the NFT owner of for the Provatar NFT contact address. Let us copy this command. Put it here. I'll replace the Provatar NFT ID with the value 1, right? And the Provatar NFT init contact address. Let us get it from here. Provatar NFT. I'll copy it and paste it here. So again we are getting the same wallet address, which is Emma's wallet address. So Emma is the owner of the name NFT and the Provatar NFT as well. Finally, Eva checks names in the profile card. Now what has happened is, since Eva has transferred the name to Emma, now the profile card of the profile card of Eva should be empty. So we'll copy this. Paste the command here. Okay, we'll copy this command and paste it here. And no arguments are to be passed to the list names method. We simply need to add the profile card address here. So my profile card instance address is this one. I'll copy it and check. So yes, if you notice, now the response is empty. So which means that the name has been successfully transferred, name NFT and Provatar NFT, to Emma. So this is the way profile card contract can be used to get the complete service related to the name NFT and Provatar NFT to maintain the profile card. So this is it for today. See you all in our next video. Thank you so much.